The world of VHS physical media collection is a weird obsession. People tracking down old obsolete versions of films and TV shows just to have them in their possession. But how deep does the rabbit hole go? This is where most VHS collectors exist. These are your regular folks getting into VHS collecting, usually purchasing copies of movies that they enjoyed when they were younger, or maybe they just have an appreciation for. They are really just collecting for fun and maybe a little bit of nostalgia, occasionally purchasing tapes to add to their growing collection. Now, right below that, we have the niche collectors. These people are looking for more specific sort of movies. They want a specific sort of genre. They want a movie from a director's catalog, or maybe they're searching for a specific label. For example, CBS Fox is a really big label, something that's very sought after, especially for Star Wars fans, seeing as it was the first label to actually produce Star Wars on VHS. At this layer of the iceberg, you'll also find die-hard Disney fans, people who are obsessed with Goosebumps, who have collected all of the Goosebumps VHS. You'll find people who are obsessed with anime. Really, this is about the niche collectors. This right here is really the bottom of the mainstream iceberg. See, these people you're probably going to find on eBay or Facebook Marketplace. You'll usually encounter these collectors. Now things start to get a little bit more intense. I am talking about people that obsess over collecting every single copy of the same movie. They want theatrical cuts, they want extended cuts, they want director's cuts, they want censored versions, they want international versions. These people want the same movie over and over again. They'll even take duplicates of the same version. Just look at Titanic Fan 97, a YouTuber who owns over 3,000 copies of Titanic on VHS. This is an obsession. While these collectors are definitely on a different mindset to most people, they are relatively harmless compared to what comes next. Now this is where things take a turn into the truly obsessive and the darker side of collecting. We're talking about people who are truly obsessed with one specific actor and will seek out and collect every piece of media that that actor has performed in. They will seek out signed tapes, autographed copies of the movies, and even copies that could have potentially been owned by the actor. This is where things get a little bit stalker-ish on this level of the iceberg. We are talking about obsessive fans here, people who are so in love with one specific actor that they will seek out every single film that they've been in. These collectors have pure tunnel vision when it comes to what they want and what they desire. Now let's dive even deeper. We are in the realm of the corn collectors. Yeah, I'm talking about people that collect erotic VHS tapes. Most, if not all of these collectors would, rightfully so, be a little bit more private with their collections. Some of these collectors get really specific, searching for vintage erotic content, going as far to look for very specific performers' backlogs. This is a whole underground subculture within the VHS and physical media collecting space. Some of the most rare and sought after media in this space includes audition tapes or their first roles of some very famous corn stars. It goes without saying that this is a very niche and very private part of the collecting world. Going even deeper now, below the iceberg, we get to the banned movie collectors. These folks are on a quest to find films that were banned for their extreme content. Think of the video nasties of the 80s, entire catalogs of violent slasher movies that were destroyed and censored during that time period. Or movies that were banned for animal cruelty, such as Cannibal Holocaust. You'll also find stuff like a Korn parody of Bert and Ernie from Sesame Street, which was banned and destroyed for copyright infringement. Or look at more recent cases like Bill Cosby's Netflix special, which was deleted and censored after his criminal allegations. Whatever the case is, there are collectors that are seeking these banned movies out to add to their own personal collections. Now we're really hitting the weird stuff, esoteric media. These are tapes that are made for very specific groups or businesses. Aerobic instructions, dog grooming guides, staff training videos, you get the idea. These are the type of tapes that would have likely ended up in landfill or destroyed, filled with obsolete instructions and material really having no value to society right now. But for a certain type of collector, there is a passion here to rescue these obsolete, these useless, these weird, obscure pieces of media, these esoteric tapes. Now we are entering the truly creepy side of the iceberg. We are on layer 8, and it is other people's home videos. Now this is a very weird one. There are collectors out there that specifically look for people's family videotapes. We're talking family reunions, birthday parties, ballet recitals, all these very intimate moments of people's lives caught on tape. These tapes are usually found at garage sales, thrift stores, or maybe even deceased families' storage containers. It's a pretty bizarre thing to want to collect, and I'm sure there's very, very few collectors out there who purposely seek this sort of stuff out. It's probably a very fringe type of collector, but it does exist. There are collectors out there who purposely look for old home videos. And finally, we're at the bottom of the physical media iceberg. It's here we look at lost media and real-life cult propaganda. Now, lost media is exactly what it sounds like. It's media that was thought to be destroyed, censored, deleted, or hidden for some other unknown, morbid reason. Think of things like murder footage, government classified material, or even the last moments of someone's life. It's grim, but it's part of this iceberg. Some collectors search for this kind of media as a part of true crime or historical interest. We see conspiracy groups in the cryptozoology or the UFO scene searching for these potential pieces of lost media. And let's not forget about cult media. This includes things like the Children of God cult, who produce creepy children shows and propaganda on VHS to try and recruit members. Then there's Scientology auditing footage, and the famous Jonestown massacre and the tapes that were found on the compound. This is really morbid and depressing, but it is the bottom of the physical media iceberg. So that is the iceberg of VHS physical media collecting. For most people, we stick to the surface level, collecting movies that we love just for the fun of it. But for some people, the obsession goes way deeper and way darker. And as you can see, it gets pretty intense. Thank you so much for making it to this part of the video. If you did, please consider giving this video a thumbs up, subscribing, and leaving a comment. Thank you again for watching. Remember to stay creative, continue to be positive, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.